Hi guys, Billy back, and this time we're going to take a revisit into my collection room. The door number references to The Shining. Basically, you must never go into room 237, so it's just like a movie reference way of saying keep out of my room. I'm 37 years of fucking age and I've got a keep out sign on my door. Anyway, let's go in and let's have a quick look. It is bright as fuck in here. Okay. I've got some music playing on in the background just because I couldn't be bothered to fill it with anything else. So this is the latest update to the room. There used to be 3 black gloss shelves just behind the door here, and they had loads of soot on and they collected dust. I didn't really like it, so I decided to change it up by putting in the twin slot shelving system. I think it was just to optimise my space because I was running low and I started getting a few Mezco figures and they don't take up as much space. So if I took those 3 black gloss shelves out, I could get 5 shelves all the way along here and fit everything quite nicely. And it looks pretty good really. There's a sort of like half shelf there at the back, which was like a bathroom glass shelf. I just put that on there and I filled it up with all my Nightmare Before Christmas snow globes. But yeah, it looks a bit more uniform with the rest of the room, although I used Ledberg lighting from IKEA rather than the actual LED strips, the normal white super bright LED strips I used in the rest of the room. It wasn't too bad actually. I thought I was going to have like about 4 or 5 LED plugs, these ones here. So I was going to have like 5 of these all trying to plug into this plug socket here, and it was just going to be way too much. So what I decided to do was I got a few of these Ledbergs. I think I got 4 or 5 of them, and I also bought this, which is I think it's a Skruv. The Skruv is just like a power adapter for LED lighting that they have, and it has an adapter here, like a 3-pronged adapter, and you can fit 3 of these in there. Now one of the problems you've got is that it actually doesn't fit these Ledbergs because of this part here. Let me just get it out for you. If I unplug it, come on, get out here. There you go, the light's gone off now. But this doesn't fit into the 3-prong adapter just because it's too fat on the outside here. It's just a bit too fat. So I just went ahead and I shaved the edges off. Like there's lots of white plastic there and most of it is not needed. So I shaved it down all the way around, and then all 3 fitted into that one 3-socket prong quite nicely. First and foremost, disclaimer, I'm an idiot, okay? I'm not an electrician, I'm not a super smart guy who knows what he's doing all the time, but I've done some LED lighting bits before with adapters and I know how much power they take, and I did the research and stuff, and there's plenty of power from this 30 volt Skruv, whereas these I think are like 3 to 5 volts each. So it doesn't take a lot of energy, so there's a lot less energy running through that adapter at the back. And I've had it on for hours now just to test it and everything, and it works absolutely fine. Honestly, there's no heat, there's nothing. The power's going through, everything seems to work well. The lighting's okay, so just give me a second. I'm just gonna plug this back in. There we go. And there we go, we get the Ledberg lighting. Again, it's a bit different from the rest of the room. The rest of the room I use these super strong normal white LED strips, and they are bright as hell. Bit too bright if I'm honest. You know, you put them all together in one room like this and it really does start to light up this entire room quite dramatically. But you know, that's just the way it is. But this is the main part that I have changed, which is get more shelving here. And I'm just going to come in here and show you my Mezcos, including this Deathstroke figure. I've got the Punisher with the KO Punisher, and a normal proper Deadpool with a KO Deadpool, and I've just given him the secondary head sculpts. So even though they are KOs, they have the official head sculpts on, just because they're really nice, I like them. And then I've used the Marvel Legends head sculpt for Deadpool on this one. It's a really nice head sculpt that, and he's holding a taco. That's a man who likes his Mexican food. And then we've got a couple of Revel Techs there. And that Lady Deadpool I'm selling, I just wanted the accessories. I just wanted this, which was the head pull, which is pretty cool. and I also wanted her bazooka, which she's got there. So the rest is going to be sold off. Put you back on the shelf there. And then we've got our animated series Batman. I went to Forbidden Planet and I got Lady Deadpool, and I got Marvel Legends Deadpool for that head sculpt, and I also got the Expressions pack animated Batman. Comes with a slightly sort of fabric cape, which I quite like. He's got all these different head sculpts, loads of accessories. I wish Mezco would do an animated series version of the 112 Collective, but they haven't done it yet, and who knows if they ever will. But he works really well there. And then we've got just Catwoman and a Batman from the new 52. Okay, I've just done the top shelf here. We've got some Batman busts that I've painted myself. You've probably seen them before. And this Arkham Batman statue that I painted was a garage kit, but it's seen better days. It took a fall. Some bits have fallen off. I've restuck them back on, but you can see where the joins are and everything. It's a bit of a shame. We've got Superman posing like a mofo. And here are my kit bashes up the top. We've got Die Hard John McClane. He's even got a nice stand there that goes with him. Excuse me if there's dust on that one. I haven't dusted that shelf yet. We've got Punisher. We've got Samurai Wolverine. Jet Li from Fist of Legend, and Jet Li from Fonsei Part 2. As we come down, we can see Blitzway Tyler Durden and the Blitzway Ghostbusters. All seem to work quite nicely. So glad I managed to pick them all up. I was really on the fence about getting them for so long because they were so expensive. My Rain Man head sculpt with my custom kit bash body and clothes. Did a video previously on him. Got the Hateful Eight, Handyman John Ruth. And then we've got Artway's Hellboy. That was a review a lot of people really liked. So glad. Thanks for all the comments, sort of vibes you've been giving off, guys. Really appreciate it. You guys have been giving me some love. And we got Hot Toys the Crow, Brandon Lee. Stuck all the battle damage parts on Robocop so he can look like a mean badass. We've got Mad Max Fury Road at the back there, Tom Hardy. That thing comes with so many accessories to fit on that. It's really is like a bonanza of accessories. You can pull tiny little bits off them everywhere, and there's all these little details on it. It's a really great product. It's a shame about the head sculpt not being so well, you know, like it's not 100% like Tom Hardy. So I just stuck the mask on him to hide it. We've got Schwarzenegger Commando, one of my faves. And then we've got both head sculpts from the DX13. It looks great. And then we've got Beetlejuice. Again, I will always have him looking down, hiding his face. Sweeney Todd. I decided to move a few things around, so it's more of the gothic sort of horror type things on this shelf. Got Sleepy Hollow, got Ripley Alien. It's not really gothic horror, I suppose, Maleficent, but I don't know where else. She's a bit naughty, so. Our World Hannibal Lecter. Scream Face. We got One Punch. We got his normal counterpart in his PJs carrying the shopping and his purse. And then we come down. We got the Ninja Turtles. We got Batman, The Dark Knight. Oh no, Batman Begins, and Arkham Origins Batman. Still want a 1/6 version of him. And then we come over, and we got ourselves Jack Sparrow. It's not DX15, but I don't feel I need to upgrade to the DX15 because it's still just such a great quality figure. And we've got the Captain of the Octopus. We've got some monkeys, some chests, some barrels, some bottles, a whole load of stuff there. Very pirate orientated. Then we come down and we've got Classic Predator, we've got Elder Predator, and we have Predator from Predator 2, the battle damage version, and then the original versions of Scar and Celtic Predator. He needs sorting out. He's sort of gone a bit lopsided. Can't be bothered to sort him out yet. We've got a Jack Skellington statue down there. And there is the iconic lightsaber that for some strange reason the Last Jedi decided that, hey, wouldn't it be great if he just threw it over his fucking shoulder? No, it wouldn't be okay to throw it over his fucking shoulder. This is his lightsaber that's passed through the hands of many a Jedi, and he just throws it over his shoulder. Fuck off, Disney. We've got a BB-8. Say fuck off, Disney, and then I'm showing this remote control BB-8. Okay, I just like the remote control BB-8. I think he's great. He moves around and his head stays on top. It's a clever bit of engineering, and I really like it. Fuck the movie though. The movie was shit. And of course down here we've got my Oculus Rift, all my headphones. We've got the PC just down here, hidden behind the desk. We've got the PS4 there, the Xbox 360. Got this lovely computer monitor recently for Christmas. Really great. It's got all the bells and whistles, you know, all that 1 millisecond refresh rates and 144 hertz stuff and all that kind of thing. Got myself a cup of tea. Let me have a cup of tea. Hang on, guys. Love me a cup of tea. I've got the Thor Ragnarok soundtrack playing on YouTube. And they keep showing adverts in between, so sorry about that. But, you know, hey, they get some free advertisement out of me. And fuck it. It's what YouTube are good at anyway, isn't it? And then, of course, we've got just my Mac down there. There's my phone hiding. If you come over, you can see my Hulkbuster. Oh, it's such a nice piece, such an eye catcher. Everybody always gravitated when they walk in this room. They go straight over to it, going, "Whoa, what the flip is that?" And I've put Hulk next to him. I've got Thor Ragnarok coming, Hulk. I've got the Gladiator Hulk and the Gladiator Thor, and I really want Hela as well because I've been watching Thor Ragnarok recently, and I don't know, it just has a really good rhythm about it. When I first watched it, I was a bit critical of it because there are some holes in it, and I was just like, he seems to be more about his hammer than he does about his dead dad, and it was a bit like, this seems a bit weird to me. But never mind. I've actually started to really enjoy it because just you can watch it and it's just got a really good rhythm to it that it flows quite well, and then at the end you get a really great barn-stopping action piece, which I always felt Thor always fell short on with the action, but I think they did well with the action in Thor Ragnarok. And there's the Mark 43 diecast, and then we've got the Mark 7, the Mark 6, the Mark 5, the Mark 4, the Mark 3 battle damaged. I used the Mark 4 head sculpt, I think it is, but it's the other head sculpt I used to use was this one down here on the Mark 3 battle damage, but it was just a little bit too big, and some people even noticed when my photos, they were like, oh, it's a bit big, isn't it? So that seems to fit a little better, and it's not as bulbousy and stand out as much. So I'm happy to put the Mark 4 head sculpt on there. And then we've got the Mark 3 die cast. There's only a few special ones that I'm getting die casts of. I think a Mark 43 and the Mark 3 were the best ones for me. Everything else in between I'm more than happy to get the plastic versions of. I was tempted to get the Mark 5 die cast, but I don't know. There's only a finite amount of money that we all have, so sometimes you just got to bite the bullet and accept that maybe what you've got is good enough, you know? And I really like the Mark 5, it's one of my favourite suits. If we come up to the next shelf, I sort of layered this shelf a bit so that the whole Hulkbuster can fit on there, and then I'll put another smaller shelf up here. And I've put Deadpool up here, Doctor Strange, Tony Stark from Iron Man 2, and War Machine Mark 1. It's the plastic version, not the die cast. Again, it's that sort of, how much money do you want to spend, and are you happy with the version you've got? And I'm very happy with the Mark 1 plastic version rather than die cast. And the Marvel Legends Iron Man helmet, which I really like, and it really does stand out in this collection. And then we come over to the Batmans. We've got Bruce Wayne there, the wrong Bruce Wayne, but it's a Bruce Wayne standing with the Dark Knight Armory, and that's Toy Legends Armory, not the Hot Toys version. And then we have Jack Nicholson Joker, Problem is, see, the brightness of these lights really reflect off the white quite a lot. He's standing there quite cool. Then we've got the 89 Batman. I really wanted the Tony May cape, but I just never got around to getting it. I don't know why. And of course we've got the DX14, which is a really nice figure. And there's my kit bash of Batman Returns Catwoman, with all the different bits between Super Mad Toys version and AC Plays. There's a video, there's plenty of videos online about that, I've put online. And then we've got the Batman Returns, Keaton standing behind her. And we've got Heath Ledger's Joker, looking up a bit menacingly, just casually sitting there with all his gear out, because I really wanted to show the accessories. And some extra accessories that got included when I bought it, because I bought it second hand, so I ended up getting loads of little bits of accessories that someone else got. Whoops. Will you stay up? Sod it, just put it there like that. And then we've got the, I think that's the DX12 behind him, looking all menacing and gritty teeth. See, I originally didn't like the Dark Knight costume, I really didn't, but there's some things that just win you over when they're, you know, in terms of the context of the film. It's a great suit, and it won me over that way. And then we've got the Toy Legends, the Laughter. Oh, sorry, Toys Era, the Laughter. It's okay, it's not too bad, but it's I don't know, I'm already starting to get tired of it a little bit. Could just be me. I'm sure loads of other people love it, but just getting a bit tired of it. I'm really considering selling it. And then we've got Arkham Knight Batman. Really nice statue. You can bend his arms a little bit if you're lucky, if you really want to wreck the suit. Some accessories. Thanks to Craig Gant on Facebook. He sold me lots. He sold me the clothes, he sold me the head sculpt, and he sold me the shoes for this Arkham City Joker. And then I just used my TTM slim body that I had from a leftover Sweeney Todd body I bought, and just put the head sculpt on there. I've got to try and adapt it a little bit, because the port on the bottom of the head sculpt is a little bit bigger than the body, so it wiggles a little bit. So I've got to adapt that. It's really nice, but I got it for such a fair price, I can't complain. And then of course the glorified statue that is Arkham City Batman with that rubber suit. But it is a nicely sculpted, nicely detailed figure. And then there's a kit bash of Red Hood that I got, which I've bought every time a little bit. I made my own head sculpt, but I got rid of it, and I bought this one that was far more professionally made from a group on Facebook. And then we come up, we got my kit bashed Winter Soldier, which is the Snake Eyes body with an Iron Man bones arm, and the head sculpt of Winter Soldier with his weaponry. That's my favourite kit bash I've ever done. By far my favourite. Love it. And then of course we've got Black Widow. We've got Civil War Black Panther. This is one of my newest ones. I got from a guy on eBay for a great price. Love it. I just love that head sculpt. The whole thing just feels like a really nice pair of Adidas trainers. If you know what, if you ever look online, like the Asics and the Adidas black and silver trainers, just Google it. You'll see what I mean. The whole thing was, I'm pretty sure they ripped them off, to be honest. But it just looks great. We've got Falcon at the back there, with his wingspan completely spread out. We've got Nick Fury with his arm in a sling, because it's just such a nice detail to have. And then we've got Winter Soldier Cap. Big fan of that. It's a shame, I was tempted to pull the suit out, the undersuit, and get him to pose a bit better, but I didn't. We've got First Avengers Cap. And we've got the Rescue Captain America official. Love that one. Just love the helmet and goggles. just adds, I don't know, just adds a little something to the collection that was missing. Maybe a bit class, maybe traditional. We've got Vision, which I got for a great price, and then we got Avengers Thor, just here. And this is a nice big empty space. And the reason I've got this empty is because I really want the Thor Ragnarok Hulk there with Gladiator Thor, and I've had to make some room for that. Originally Deadpool and Doctor Strange took that space, but not now. And then of course we've got some statues. We've got the Batman Hush statue and some gaming statues up there. And we've got the Alien Head DVD case with a Play Arts car Iron Man just hiding away there. And one of the new things I've got just underneath this shelf here, which isn't lit yet, I've put all the Iron Man 3 figures onto its separate shelf that I just added about 10-15 minutes ago. Just moved everything down. There we go. I've got some crap up the top here that I've just been hiding away. And of course we've got the 89 Batmobile that I've shown off many times. And you've got the Nightmare Before Christmas little collection bits I've got left. It's dusty as hell up there, I've really got to dust that. It's a bit naughty, innit? And yeah, that's it guys, really. Like I said, I just wanted to give you an update on my collection so far. Okay guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. If you could just do me a little favour. You know what I'm going to say. You know exactly what I'm going to say now. You know exactly what I want you to do right now. And that is get the fuck out of my cave. Bye bye.